Thank you for listening to the Queen Ramaya Show. My name is Queen Ramaya. I am a public figure here in North Carolina. I am also a musical artist, a podcaster, and entrepreneur that owns her own cosmetics line called Pretty Queen by Queen Ramaya. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. In this podcast, we will cover social issues, mental health, and self-improvement within the community. This platform is also a good marketing opportunity for brand owners, content creators, entrepreneurs, musical artists, and many more. Hello. What's up, my Alicia's gang? You know exactly who this is. This is Queen Ramaya, and welcome to the Queen Ramaya Show. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support, and thank you all for listening to my podcast throughout these few weeks. And throughout these, it's a long time since I've been making this podcast since 2021, and now it is 2023. So it's been 2 years and some change. So hello, how you guys doing? So today, this episode, we'll be discussing the effects of bullying that I continuously see throughout my also my experience as well, throughout my time of me experiencing the same stuff as well. So this is episode 8 of the Queen Ramaya Show. Hello, how everybody doing today? Okay, so we're gonna start with the intro. Welcome to the Queen Ramaya Show. My name is Queen Ramaya. I am a public figure here in North Carolina. I am a musical artist. I am also a podcaster and entrepreneur of my upcoming cosmetics line called Queen Ramaya Beauty. And I also have an album that's already out, and it's called Legacy. And I also have 4 other singles out as well. And you guys can check that out in my description. Or check my link in the bio and click on the link that is called linktree.com/queenramaya. And let's see what else I can say. Oh, one last thing. I ain't gonna give out a specific date on when the Queen Ramaya Beauty cosmetics line gonna be relaunched and released. So I know it's going to be definitely relaunched this month, but I'm not sure what specific date because I'm waiting on my products to be sent to my home for me to, take pictures and put them on my website. My website is almost done. I just have to add more pages to my website. So let me go ahead and be straightforward with this podcast episode. All right, so this is episode 8 of the Queen Ramaya Show. Yes, I've rebranded from Listen Up Podcast to the Queen Ramaya Show. So let's get into it. All right. What is bullying and what are the types? So bullying is any type of harm or, words that are used to hurt another individual, as well as it could be physical. It could be mentally, it could be emotionally, it could be mentally, verbally, physically. Yes, physically. And I feel like it needs to be addressed in this society because not many of it is being dealt with as much. As many times as everybody goes to authorities to settle the matter, it ends up being overlooked. And the reason why I create this platform is to raise awareness for everything that has been going on in the society, as well as social issues. So, okay, I'm going to also give out my experiences as well with my bullying experiences throughout my school years, which I call it prison time, because public school is also prison for me. Um, so how long it lasted for my experience? I say since I've stepped foot in the door. But actually, it started from the fifth grade until the 12th grade of my last senior year. And the most traumatic thing I can remember was from the fifth grade, the seventh grade, and the 12th. So let's start with the fifth grade incident. We were all graduating from the fifth grade graduation, and our principal gave us a Washington, D.C. getaway trip for all of the fifth grade graduates that are graduating from that school. And we all have to pack our bags. It is a long, from months prior to us leaving to Washington, D.C. for our graduation gift. We had to make sure we had to prepare everything, pay for the trip and everything, have everything settled, make sure all the tour buses were aligned, and that was done. Well, I'm sweating. Lord Jesus. Okay. So after all that has been situated, let's see. It wasn't really much of a remembrance for me because it wasn't really as much as it is down here. But we went to the biggest McDonald's in the world, as they said, up in DC. So I don't know, but we went through all of the museums and tours and such like that. But we're going to fast forward from that because it really no. I was glad I was out of town. But let's fast forward. Okay, so it was during the nighttime where it was our first day of the night. We all had to be in hotel rooms. We all had to be in a group of 4 during the same gender. We all had to be in, all girls on this side, all boys on that side. They go on with their own day. So we had to be in a group of 4 with girls. So I was in my group of 4. So we all had to have our individual cards for our hotel rooms. And during the nighttime, I've already bought my rock candy from the museum, from the Science Museum, and I've bought a DC Comics all superhero individual bios and little cards like that, all stocked up like a little Bible. Ain't no Bible, but like they had little faces on there and they had all their information like that. So it was during the nighttime and we were changing our clothes and washing up for the night to prepare ourselves for the next morning. Was it the last night or was it the first night? Probably the last night. I'm not sure, but I know we was up there for 2 days. So it was 2 other Hispanic girls and 1 other black girl, including myself. The 2 Hispanics, like I believe all 3 of them already knew each other or got along with each other. I'm not sure, but when it was during our nighttime, and the young lady who was my skin, well, darker than me, it was during the nighttime, and she told me, well, it's during, we had 2 separate beds for 1 room. 2 girls slept in that one, and supposed to be me and the other girl supposed to sleep in that same bed. But she told me, well, I don't sleep with girls. My mother told me to sleep with girls. So you're going to sleep by yourself. I want you to build a couch and a little comforter, and you're going to sleep there for the rest of the night because I'm not going to sleep with you. And I just didn't like her attitude. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? I kind of hesitated. I was like, what? But I want to sleep in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't that common sense? That's what the beds are for, like 2 and 2 in each bed. But she told me, well, you need to get a couch and recline. You need to get the recliner and the comforter, the foot comforter, put together and sleep there. I'm not going to say it again. Are you stupid? So, I just slept there. I just slept in the recliner. Throughout the whole night, nobody know. Nobody even know. That was the most awful thing that could even happen during that age of me being 11 years old in the fifth grade, graduating, thinking everything's gonna be fine and dandy, but everything just ended up being shit. Okay, so that was that. I'm glad I got away from that school. Then I moved on to middle school. Sixth grade, it was kind of hell. I was flopping in my grades. So the seventh grade comes, and I started making honor roll. I started doing everything right, but that was when the bullying got worse for me. From that point on, um, I always sat by myself during lunchtime throughout every year of my school life. I always sat by myself because I felt like people couldn't receive me well, and I was different. I was different from the rest. My thought process was, how I looked, how I dressed. So I remember the seventh grade, we all was in gym class, and it was a Friday because we was free to do anything. You know what I'm saying? We was playing basketball, and the other ones do hula hooping and tennis and stuff like that. So I was doing everybody was doing it. They were doing their thing. So me, I don't know what I was doing. I was just grab the basketball and I just shoot. All the girls just shooting their shot through the hoop. So I was like, oh, maybe I could throw a ball in the hoop. You know what I'm saying? So I threw the ball in the hoop, and when I threw the ball, it all ricocheted on everybody else's ball, and everybody was yelling at me like, well, "What the fuck are you doing, bitch? What the fuck? Get out of the way! Are you stupid?" Then I just felt embarrassed, and I was angry at the same time. Like, well, I want to play basketball too. Like, why can't I be included? It was, and then after that, I just got mad. Like, I threw the ball down. Like, then one of the girls that always looked at me up and down like I disgusted her, and she was the first one like, "What are you doing?" And then I was looking at her like, "Bitch." But then later on, I was like, I just threw the ball down on the ground, slammed it, and I just went in the girls' locker room so I could just go in there and just burst into tears. But after I was in the bathroom stall in the girls' locker room, I heard a group of girls laughing and following me into the girls' locker room, and I kind of held my emotions. I suppressed them, and I kept myself from shedding a tear or even busting out any type of emotion. So a bunch of girls followed me and banging on my stall. I didn't even know how the hell they know what stall I was in, what bathroom stall I was in. So they all just banging on my door, boom, 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 boom. And then one of them told me to go off myself. And then one of them was like, "Oh, you better call 911." Joking like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just. And after that, I just didn't. And then I saw two other girls go over my bathroom stall, looking at me, pulling their phone out, recording me, asking me a bunch of stupid ass questions for whatever Snapchat or Instagram clout chasing type shit they was on. I don't know what the fuck. I was just humiliated. Then on top of that, you gonna violate my space and privacy? Like, okay, whatever. After that, I was like, I was done. So fast forward. Now the 12th grade. Now, when I reached the 12th grade, I went to. Okay, I'm not gonna give out any names of schools that I've attended, but the first school I went to was the blue and yellow jackets. You already know that. So I'm just giving out that information. So I went to that school. Ninth grade, it was okay. I still was making honor roll. But around the month of October, I was sexually harassed and assaulted by one of the band members. And then they kind of did something about it, but they ain't really do nothing. They didn't really do shit about it. And I still had to end up being in the same class with them. But fast forward. Um, and then I tried out for Miss Sophomore during that same year of 2017 of October because they were having a little homecoming game and stuff like that. You already know how that go. I'm checking my time. And so I have been nominated for being Miss Sophomore of the Yellow Jackets. I did not win, but surprisingly, the young lady that did win it, she was a part of. I just some stuff just is so hard to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still in the process of working through it. But at the same time, I'm like, I gotta help other people who's going through similar situations to make sure that they feel heard as well. That feel like they don't have any outlet to anyone or couldn't talk to anyone, like I couldn't talk to anyone. Um, even though I tried, even though I do, I I did, and shit still didn't fucking work. It got 20 times worse after that shit. So you know, so yeah. Fast forward from ninth grade, in 10th grade, that was my last year of being at that school because someone stepped foot in the building, and which I didn't want them to, but um, yeah. And then there was another girl, you know, she was trying to do me into. So I mean, it was just a bunch of shit. Everybody couldn't understand me. Everybody talking their shit. Everybody trying to bully me and shit because I was different. I dressed different. Every time I walk down the hall, I'm getting attacked. So it is what the fuck it is. And look at me now. I'm still surviving. I'm still here. Okay, so fast forward from that, I transferred from that school and went to the Spartans playground. Um, 11th grade, it was okay, I guess. I was still getting picked on. Then, it was a mess. It was a fucking mess. But I reunited with some people that I've never seen since elementary school. That I reunited again and saw those people again. I was like, oh my god, you here? I get to see you again. Stuff that makes me proud. You know what I'm saying? Like I get to see him again. Then the 12th grade comes and stuff still same way, still getting picked on. Like it was no damn break for me at all. Like okay, so I remember I was sitting. I always sit by myself at lunch. So thankfully, the school let us go outside in that little lawn, and I always sat there near the door where we exit, where the cafeteria was located, and I always sat out there. And there would be a long path down towards the front building of the school. And so it was always a group of people laughing at me, looking at me with disgust in their face. Like, what the fuck she thinks she is? I want to go fuck with her today. I want to make her life a living hell. I want to make her life miserable. And then, one day I just got tired. I snapped. I just snapped. So I stood up and I was warm like a lion. I stood my ground 10 toes down. I did that. And I never backed down. So the principal will come out and be like, oh, well, stop swearing so much. And you're literally a distraction for the school. So I suggest you sit somewhere else during lunch. In which I always sit by myself to that same particular space every damn day. Well, all of a sudden, I gotta move my damn space. I haven't been messing with nobody. I'm not hurting nobody. Everybody wanna come at me. And here you go. But guess what? You no longer at the damn principal. You no longer the damn principal at that school no more. So come and hit your ass hard. So whatever. I don't care. But it was a whole concept of the shit. Like I stood my ground and I get yelled at for standing my ground. It had to make sense. Cause oh, you're too distracting. You look a certain way, and of course, going to draw everybody's attention. So why don't you go somewhere else? I was like, that's how I knew this world ain't for me. This world is not for me. The world ain't ready for me. The world ain't ready for me. Okay, so, and of course I've endured bullying from other adults too, as well as it's bad enough my peers are doing it to me. Now your adults doing it. Like, come on, yo. And then there'll be days where people just pull out their phones recording me without my permission, unauthorized videos on social media for their little clout chasing on Snapchat and Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, whatever the hell they're doing. I could have reported that, but I didn't because I remember one day I just got mad and I was like, "Are you recording me?" And so guess what? I smacked this motherfucking phone on the goddamn flat on the floor. That's exactly what the hell I did. And the principal again gonna yell at me for standing my ground again. Ain't that some shit? Can't do nothing. I always gotta get attacked. I can't stand my ground. I can't fight back. But I did though. But I did. So I'm gonna tell you guys the effect of bullying that has caused me, cause shit finna get dark in a few seconds. Okay, so trigger warning. Trigger warning. If you are sensitive or going through a similar situation, I suggest you click on this video right now. Yeah, just trigger warning. It's gonna talk about mental health issues, self-harm, offing. So click off right now. Okay, so the effects is, you clicked off yet? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. You gone? You ready? Still here? Okay. So the effects that it had with me, that I began self-harming at the age of 15. And I didn't stop until October of 2022. I mean, before October of 2022, I was like 1 year clean until I relapsed. The reason why I did that was because I wanted to feel I just wanted to feel something. I felt numb as hell. Like, I feel I couldn't come to nobody. Like, let me see. I wasn't doing that for no attention. Like, I would literally put some sleeves on. Like, I would literally, them fishnets. I would wear fishnets just to cover those scars. I wasn't doing it for attention. Everybody else have their different reasonings behind why they do what they do. But for my reasoning, it was for, to feel something and it was my way of coping with the shit. So that was one of the effects. Now my second effect is it caused my mental health to decline. A huge declination of my mental health. Doctors and psychiatrists trying to diagnose me with different diagnoses, when really I just need some healing. Inner healing. And that's what I've been doing. Inner healing. Doing shadow work. going outside to meditate, doing the healthy coping mechanisms. And what else? What else? And of course, I had a lot of rage and anger issues. Let me see, a lot of deflection, and I've always isolated myself from everybody, and it was for a reason, to protect myself from getting hurt. Uh, because I always seem like everybody just want to be hurting me and shit. Like, for what? And then obviously ideation and attempts that were unsuccessful. And I just look back at it like, wow, what if it was successful? Like, I would not be where I am today if it would have been like, yo, I came a long way. And I'm proud of myself because I came a long way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of myself for still staying because I knew I had that power of creativity and individualism that nobody else could understand. And nowadays, everybody want to be individuals. Everybody want to be in different subcultures or dress alternative fashion. But y'all same motherfucker was the same motherfucking ones that gave me hell every single day of me breathing. And now y'all want to rock the shit. Fuck out of my face. So those are the effects of bullying that can have on an individual. And so I just started embracing myself. I started forgiving myself for the things that I've done. I've started to accept my individuality and using my creativity as my power for other people who does not feel that they are acknowledged or heard or does not have any type of outlet. I am currently still finding my purpose, and I'm currently in the process of loving myself because I love too many individuals who. It's in my eyes, you know. I love too many individuals that are either selfish, broken, or either still in the process of finding themselves, and they don't know which way to go. They don't have no direction. So, people are temporary. They come and go, like money. They come and go. So that's how I look at it. And so, how I'm currently coping with everything is that I go outside, meditate as much as I can every day, daily, for at least 10 to 20 minutes. Just bathe in the sun for a minute. Just breathe the natural air. Be around plants. Be around animals. Listen to music. Making music. Dressing up. Showing my style. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do what makes you happy. And don't do what everybody else tell you to do for their own benefits. So that's pretty much it for this episode of the Queer Maya Show. I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting my podcast and channel and videos. And I love you all so much. And thank you guys for listening. And I'll be right back soon with the new episode. Thank you guys. Goodbye.